everyone. So it's always lovely to have the opportunity and the honor to talk to you about the wonderful world of new skin science. But before we get started, I want to tell you about my experience with ageLOCme. Kevin talked about it being easy to sell and it being something that would sell itself because you could see the benefits and it's really simple to use. So a couple of months ago, I was doing a new skin speaking trip in China, and I had the good fortune to take my boyfriend with me, and he's from London. He is the quintessential British guy. So in his mind, low maintenance means too much hard work, I can't be bothered. And it's like he couldn't lift a lid off a skincare pot to save his life, basically. So we're taking this device with us, and I'm busy working on the trip, and I'm looking at him thinking, man, this guy really needed a break. The change of air is doing him good. And it turns out he'd been using covertly, he didn't confess to it, the ageLOCme device on the entire trip. So, all right, so I am talking to you today about the goop or the stuff that comes out of the device. We have a heritage at Nu Skin of our science and also of innovation. And we have many, many examples of innovation throughout our product history. And it's the application. I mean, science is about discovering new things, but for me, what attracted me to Nu Skin was the ability to take those new discoveries and apply them to our product pipeline. And that is what we do day in and day out. And it's important to realize that this product idea takes us beyond where we currently are because it's the intersection of different scientific disciplines. It takes technological advances in engineering, in chemistry, in biology, and in software to be able to deliver this device. So Nu Skin is an anti-aging company, and we've been studying this now for a few years, and we believe that our approach to anti-aging is by looking at the sources of aging and by looking at our gene expression. So today we're very fortunate as scientists, we can use this little this gene chip, and we can get a feel for what every cell in our body is doing in terms of its gene expression. And there's many, many genes, there's like around 20,000 genes, but at Nu Skin, we really only want to look at the important genes that can influence a particular aspect of aging. So we get a lot of data and we distill it down to some really important key genes that can influence what we see as we age in the mirror. So we call these groups of really important key genes our youth gene clusters, and for skincare, we're interested in looking at the expression of genes that relate to things like fine lines and wrinkles and change in skin color. And this gives us two things. It gives us an ability to look at young skin and old skin and see characteristic patterns of gene expression, as well as being able to help us select new technology to put into our product formulations. So here we have some data, and this data was generated actually for the formulations that we're talking about today. And each line on this, it looks like a ladder, each line represents a gene, and genes go up and down. And what we're trying to do is find that unique balance. We're not focused on one specific gene, but we're looking at influencing genes in a more youthful pattern of gene expression. So we've published a lot of this work scientifically, and here you see two posters that were presented at different events. The one on the left is actually a poster that was presented in Switzerland last month at the International Federation of Society of Cosmetic Chemists, and it describes the engineering approach that the device has taken to allow us to mix these three serums. And the one on the right was presented at the Society of Investigative Dermatologists, and that describes our ingredient and the understanding and learning we've gained on our journey. So we have, this is a summary of many publications that we've had over the 5 years that we've been looking at gene expression, and we've got 52 scientific posters. This is through to 2014, 29 presentations, 26 patents, published scientific articles, as well as awards received. And I always think it's not bad for a bunch of us technical hobbits that work in a dungeon. Okay, so now let's talk about ageLOCme. All right, so this is what you see when you open the lid. And who can tell me how many cartridges we have in this device? That's not what I see. So think back to Ryan Lipurski's presentation yesterday morning when he talked about BDMS, right? Build, divide, multiply. 4 plus 1. That's how many cartridges we have. You see, there's hidden meaning in our science. We're really cool. Okay, so we have 3 serums, and we have a day moisturizer and a night moisturizer. And there's different options. You can have fragrance, non-fragrance, SPF or not SPF. And it took an immense amount of work to get to that selection that you see that's in the device. We've done, I think now we're over 1,000 laboratory batches of different formulations that we've made in our lab in Provo. And that's the lab that you see on the second floor if you take a tour of our facility. We've worked on many different formulations, and we've done the subsequent testing, micro-testing, stability testing, and this is all part of our 6S process of quality development. The formulations are very unique. They incorporate the understanding that we have developed whilst we've been doing our gene expression work. And there's the 3 serums. You can look at these serums as being sort of specialized on their own. So all of the serums were developed so that they were specialists for something. Right? And when you mix them together, you get the benefit of those ingredients working as a team. And it would be impossible to put all of that specialization into one single serum and allow it to be a product that would survive stability. So some of the secret sauce here is our ability to have 3 separate cartridges that are all specialists, and together they produce a super serum that works even better. So another aspect is customization, and you know, when we look, just look at ourselves in this region, right? This is Europe, and we speak different languages, we have different habits, different cultures, we live in different climates, and I bet though we all have something in common. And that is the need for simple, easy-to-use skincare that will suit everybody's needs. Right? It doesn't matter where we come from, we all want simple, effective skincare. And we've proven that that these formulations deliver. We've done clinical testing and we've run a series of tests. The study that Gail talked about, the galvanic spa used with ageLOCme, that was actually run in England. Our clinical testing that I'm going to show you today was run in the US, and we've done several tests in Asia to ensure that these formulas deliver their benefits for many different skin types. So our clinical testing combines both safety and efficacy testing, and we did a 16-week study. So it started with 4 weeks of the calibration set and then 12 weeks of customized products. And we were looking for a broad range of benefits because everybody will experience different results based on the customized set they get. But what's important also to realize is that the system is customized so that you will use it twice a day. So many people talk about sensitive skin and that skincare is too aggressive for them. Well, we've built a range of different formulations to meet the needs of everyone so they can all experience anti-aging benefits. And we saw both clinical results and consumer results. And here is an example of the results of our 16-week clinical study on a broad variety of different anti-aging skincare needs. All right, well, and thank you very much for your attention. ageLOCme, to me, is about something that's simple, but we've proven that it's clinically effective. It is innovative and is technologically advanced to deliver customization. That is the difference demonstrated that can help you guys build your businesses. Thank you very much.